with a dub versus the Mavericks. The who? The
Mavericks.
The Mavericks. It has been a long day. Yes, 118-108 Bulls come away with the win versus the Dallas Mavericks. Saw a lot of good things. Saw a lot of things that are still very interesting to us. Definitely going to talk about all of those in the chat tonight. We're going to break down the entire Bulls team in one single chat. No, I'm just playing. But no, honestly, what did you see tonight that you liked that this young Chicago Bulls team did?
The best thing we saw was Zach LaVine looking to score tonight.
Early.
Dropping 39 from jump, from the tippy. Yeah. Definitely saw Zach, like I said, doing what he do best, man. Looking to get out there and score and get ahead of it. He wasn't going to wait for the Bulls to lethargically start another game. So he came out and put the Bulls on his back.
Yeah. And I think that they were making a Bulls Nation in the chat. Bulls Nation in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you, Matty Matt in the chat. Jay Crit in the chat for sure. I think that we saw that they were really trying to. In previous games, it seemed like they were trying to get Zach going later in the game, right, so that they could get everybody else going. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It seemed like in this game, though, they were making it a serious effort. Yo, let's get this man going off rip. We do not want to see him, in the third and fourth quarter trying to get himself going. We need him going right now. And it seemed like Zach was able to deliver on that.
Oh, definitely. Zach was a bright light, and then of course the play from Gafford I thought was great. Jay Critton live definitely with the comment, and once again Gafford showing why he should start. Agreed.
Are we at that point? Are we at that point where we're ready to move Wendell to the bench? I think it seems like that's the general consensus, and I'm not going to lie to you. It seemed like that from Billy Donovan tonight as well, because we saw Billy Donovan giving DG a lot more minutes in that second half when the Bulls looked stronger defensively on the floor.
I would want to see how they play together. Mm-hmm. Again, we keep talking about that. I would like to see DG and Wendell play at the same time. But with COVID running rampant, right now,
what's really going on?
Right, we gotta manage these minutes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we see we're doing rallying together, next man up, and Billy's gotta put the best lineup out there. That obviously scores points. The defensive end hopefully will come, and produce a lot better. Meaning we keep these opposing teams total points down, but a lot of high scoring games from the Bulls through 6 games.
Yeah, for sure.
And today was
118 for the Bulls today. I really like what we saw from Zach coming out attacking. I think that Billy is learning his team.
Definitely.
I think that Billy is learning his team right now. And if you are the thing I always try to live by is when people tell you who they are, believe them. If you're in the live right now, like the video, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports weekly. Exactly. We don't want you to miss the thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. When people tell you who they are, believe them. Coby White is telling you. He's telling you, I'm a scorer.
Correct.
And Coby White had a good game tonight. We're not going to knock Coby White, but the offense just does not move as well with him at the point guard position. Coby White tonight, 7 for 14, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Heck of a game.
Yeah,
heck of a game. Looks like they took one of those assists away after the final score, because I thought he was slated with 5 earlier. But here's the thing: Zach LaVine, 39, 6 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yes, sir.
You can't knock it, but Coby White looks more like a Zach LaVine than he does a Chris Paul.
Yeah. No, Kobe
this man score.
He's a 2.
Let this Coby White to me is a 2, and I hate to see it because it's wild. Because I know at the beginning of the season, which was 6 games ago, I'm like, let him learn, let him figure it out. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he can do. But he has come out repeatedly, time and time again, and shown that when Billy Donovan has told him, attack the basket, get your buckets, shoot your shot, and see what happens. He's able to do that.
Right.
When he's telling them, all right, go out there, set up the offense, facilitate, do what you do, that's when he struggles more times than not.
Most definitely. I don't know. It seems like you said, the proof is starting to be in the pudding. We're starting to see what everybody is and what their skill set is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's when do we turn on the clock? Like when do we start putting Billy Donovan on the clock?
Yeah.
To okay, everybody has shown you what they are. How many games will be enough evidence to see what rotations you want, what lineups you want,
right?
Who you want in this starting unit, who you want in this coming off the bench. So we'll see. It's game 6. I think maybe by game 20, 25.
I would say 15 is when I'm going to start making my evaluations, because I think by 15, these guys have been in the system long enough. They should start knowing kind of what this system looks like. You know what I'm saying? And if you're still seeing a lot of the same at that point, now it's time to, okay, listen, we can assess this. We can look at this legit, see what it is, and see that I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it's going to be.
You're really gonna see through these next couple games, because we play some talented teams, and they're not going to. I hope, honestly, like, we don't want it to be a trend, but Luka sat out. Well, he didn't sat out. He wasn't a healthy scratch. Like he had.
He was out. He was out. Yeah,
some ankle issues. But I want to see the best in these good teams. I want to see how the Bulls respond. I don't want them to get down early. So I want them to at least hang around, or even, God forbid, we actually lead throughout a whole game, something like that. So I definitely want to see that going. Let's display and enforce our will, like, where we can. I think we definitely have advantages. Like I mentioned during the live stream, we do have advantages at the forward position. It's just getting those players to, again, let's abuse these mismatches.
Right.
Let's accentuate these positives.
Right.
Let's score the ball. We have a lot of guys who can get a bucket. So let's spread the floor and allow them to eat. It's just it's on Billy Donovan to see who and what and where.
Absolutely. And I think that the one thing you have to look at that's going forward, especially going on this West Coast trip, listen, these guys got to start knocking down shots.
Definitely.
We got guys who are taking shots who just aren't knocking down shots. Now, Pat Will, I can live with a little bit, because he seems like he's still trying to find his way in this NBA. He knows he's out there for defense, and Billy Donovan's throwing him kind of to the wolves very early.
No, he earned being a starter.
He absolutely has. He absolutely has. He's your best 3 on the team. But he definitely has thrown him to the wolves early. You know what I'm saying? He had to guard Giannis last game. I've been in the league 6 games. You gonna throw me out against Giannis? Hey, you got to guard Giannis. You know what I'm saying? But these guys got 3 for 8 for Pat Will. Coby White shot at 50%. Zach LaVine, of course, had a monster game. Wendell Carter Jr., 2 for 8. Thad Young, 3 for 6. Garrett Temple, 1 for 6. Daniel Gafford, 3 for 3, which is the reason we think that he's going to get a lot more time in the game. And you're still missing a lot. Ryan Arcidiacono, health and safety protocols. Larry Markkinen, health and safety protocols. Luke Cornett, you're not playing those guys. Mokina not playing them. Felicio not playing them. Dotson, I want to see a little bit more of, but okay, all right, we can have that. And Satoransky and Hutchinson have tested positive with COVID-19. So you're really left with what we saw tonight on the floor.
Why not? You said
Mokina or Makoka.
He was at healthy
scratch.
I mean, I like to see him get on the floor too as well. Maybe spell like somebody with the short lineup. Somebody has to get on the floor. So it's either, if we're gonna keep Zach, if Zach and Coby are gonna be on the floor at the same time, I'd at least like to see maybe a little Dotson and Makoka come in off the bench. I think it would be good for them to play together.
I think the problem with that is, like, Makoka, a little bit more length, but the problem is defensively, with that lineup, which has been a problem for the Bulls all year.
But if you do have that proposed lineup, have Temple at the 3, maybe have a smaller lineup. At least have a vet on the floor.
Temple's a guy that I like. I like having the vets on the floor. I think that Temple brings stability, but Temple is as slow as Denzel Valentine, which says more about Denzel Valentine than anything, because Temple's 37, I think. But
he's not that old.
He's probably like 34. Man. But Garrett Temple been in the league a long time. Let's see. What's his info? Let me see. He is 34. Yeah, 34. So, but he's as slow as Daniel Gafford. So on the defensive end, he's a liability. You know what I'm saying? Whenever that screen comes, whenever he gets caught on that screen, he's absolutely a liability. If you're in the live, like the video. But to me, the thing that I need to see more of, I need to see Otto Porter return to the guy we saw in the beginning of the season. I need to see him not only being a scoring threat, but also the defensive guy, the 3-and-D guy that we saw at the beginning of the season, because he had some nice defensive plays as well. I need to see Pat Williams. Pat Williams has played pretty good defense early on. Let's see if we can get him to that next level. Zach LaVine. Listen, Zach LaVine has played some decent defense. But defensively, this team has to step up as a collective, especially with this lineup. Now, we did talk about Daniel Gafford. We did talk about him coming in. What do you think that he brings defensively to this team? And I'm not saying, I see Muzz in the chat, Temple's a liability. I'm not saying he's a liability. But defensively, coming off of that screen, he's a liability.
That
mug cannot come off the screen.
Tonight against Dallas, he wasn't the best defender on the floor.
Oh, it ain't just tonight. He's been struggling coming off the screen all year.
With Gafford, he brings a presence in the paint that makes players think twice about coming in there, whether it's on a scheme or whether it's just driving in the paint. Gafford plays. He's looking to box out, get a rebound, or more importantly, get a block.
I think he brings the intensity of the whole team up. Yeah. Like you just know, like literally the second they pulled Gafford out, you saw Willie Cauley-Stein go up for an alley-oop.
Definitely.
And it was just like, what happened between the two? Oh, Wendell's in.
Wendell's looking to score. And I don't think it's really a
but he's not doing that either. That's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem. He's not doing that either.
Any signs of being at least intimidating or looking to enforce his will in any way.
Derek said Temple and Denzel are just time travel versions of each other. So Garrett Temple walked in the building and him and Denzel Valentine was just pointing at each other like Spider-Man. Yes. It was the Spider-Man meme, G. Wait a minute. What did you get? Into the Spider-Verse.
Right.
Let's look ahead at this game. The next game the Bulls play. Bulls are going on the road to play the Portland Trailblazers. A late game Tuesday night. So we'll be able to get the 100 Airs podcast in before that.
Yeah.
Blazers coming in 3-2 on the season. Dame Lillard having a good season already, a monster season. 25 4 and 6 for Dame Lillard right now.
Right now, Kobe better not be guarding Damian Lillard.
Bro, if you thought Jalen Brunson went off, Damian Lillard's gonna make that boy look bad.
Boy,
don't put him on him because it'll kill his confidence. That would kill his confidence, bro.
Yeah, you might have to put him on. What's my man? You might put him on McCollum. Kobe cannot.
That's not too much better.
I know, but he plays off ball.
Put Kobe on Melo. Put Kobe on Melo, bro.
Melo might get out too. Might talk to the young man.
Hey, look. But I'd rather see that because at least then he could be like, "Well, it's a legend. What you want me to do?"
I don't know. What we should see a larger lineup.
Yeah,
because Portland, they have very Melo's playing the 4 or the 3?
Melo's playing the 4 on that team, yeah.
It's like I said, Coby White cannot play Dame Lillard. It's just, or he'll have to do his best.
Yeah,
whatever. But because I don't know if you want, because
I would rather see Zach do it. I would rather see Zach do it because not to say he's going to hold Dame, but I know that he has the speed to keep up with Dame. And while Kobe has the speed, Kobe has no idea what to do with his arms. And that's a liability. You know what I'm saying?
Jacob said Melo's still in the league. Yes.
Yeah, put some respect on Melo's name, man. Come on, Craig. Melo
can still get his
just because you and Melo are the same age don't mean nothing. He's still getting buckets. You, Melo, and AD, y'all all played back in the ABA.
Definitely. Who got the Nuggets jersey with the sheen on it?
Ooh, that mug was fire.
Yes.
That mug was fire.
The Allen Iverson Melo Nuggets team.
There's no better picture than Allen Iverson and Melo playing pool right before the game. Man, NBA locker rooms used to be dope, G.
Wow.
Them mugs was wild. Somebody rolling the blunt on. Never mind. But
when did J.R. Smith get here? He was on that team, matter of fact.
J.R. was on that team. He's smoking on that J.R.
Right, smoking on that. What's that? The Jackson pack. Because he got his own marijuana dispensary.
So I want to see this because according to the Scores team stats, the Bulls are first in pace this season. First in pace of play.
Okay.
Really? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what they are scoring wise.
Are they counting turnovers in it?
Gotta be. Bulls shooting at 45%.
Okay.
Portland shooting at 43%. You're kind of even there. Portland's second in three-pointers. Bulls tied for 12th in three-pointers right now. Percentage-wise, Portland 38. And this is a big part of what we want to do. They're fifth in three-point percentage in the league right now.
Okay.
The Bulls have struggled mightily guarding the three-point line. That can get out of hand early. You have to make a concerted effort. You have to make an adjustment to guard the three-point line better.
The defense will be important when playing Portland.
Yeah.
Let me take the mismatches completely out of conversation. Okay, let's say you want to let Lillard get off, which we really don't, because that 3 turns and 6 turns is a 9, etc. But
and he's shooting it from the logos.
Definitely, the forward position is important. It's going to be important in this game as well. I mean, because honestly, if you can force CJ and Dame to get in the drought, that way you can give yourself a chance to perform offensively and possess the lead throughout the game. But again, we'll worry about Dame time when it comes. But
because it's coming,
right? Because
it's coming.
But at the 3, 4, and 5 positions where we can potentially score plentifully, then go ahead. I mean, honestly, Zach at his position can go off too. Because I'm not saying I don't think besides McCollum plays better defense than Dame, but he can. Zach can put some more points up if he's going to be looking to score, and we might get a shootout between Zach and the Dame. I could see.
Matt saying it's going to be another Bucks game already. All right, Matty. We don't need that kind of negativity in here. He's still got a lot of Bears energy in him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at you. I know I've been there. We know how you feel. But no, I think the biggest thing with the Bulls coming in right now is you need to have other guys step up besides Zach.
Definitely.
Consistently. You need to have other guys step up besides Zach. And I think that you need. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like you said, going into this Maverick or Trailblazers game, this should be a game where you look to get Pat Will as much time at the rim as possible.
Definitely,
this should absolutely be a game where you're looking to get Pat Will as
make Melo play defense.
And listen, and listen. Look, Melo does take a little bit of pride in showing these rookies the ropes. But, I mean, you're coming in with a forward lineup, Harry Giles, Robert Covington, Zach Collins, Melo, Derek Jones. You got to attack that.
And they got to attack that.
And they got Nurkic and Cantor at the center position, but you have to attack that.
They're going to get their rebounds. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be important for the bigs.
Yeah.
With, like I said, you said Cantor and then what's my
Cantor and Nurkic.
And Nurkic. Nurkic is a bucket too.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's gonna be. We need to be getting hands up on the defensive end, at least contesting a lot of these shots. Points in the paint will be big as well because you're already gonna get what you get from the 3-point line from Portland. If they win it in the paint too, it's gonna be a formula for disaster. But somebody has to assert themselves We saw Zach assert himself tonight.
Yeah.
So we need somebody else, preferably from the forward position, and let Coby kind of be not a third option, but his points will be relevant when they are. Coby tends to score points in instances when we need a bucket,
right?
Which was cool, but he'll grow to get.
We need a more consistently
score throughout the game.
Yeah.
That's fine, but we need a third person to assert themselves offensively because them, just our backcourt, looking to score a bucket is not going to be enough.
And I think that this is one that you absolutely have to me, circle it, because you're not going to get a better chance for Pat Will to attack the guy standing across from him than when you got Melo. Covington's, man, he's Robert Covington, Harry Giles, you know what I'm saying?
But Covington's a hustle player too.
So. You know what I'm saying? But to me, he's not going to get these. There's a lot of great threes in the league.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great guys that can play the game two-way at the three position more often than not. More often than not, that's going to be your toughest matchup. You're going to face a Giannis. You're going to face a Bron. You know what I'm saying? You're going to face a Kawhi, a PG. Right. Those are the matchups that you're going to face on this kind of road trip here. And you have to – the young rookie's going to get thrown into the fire quickly here. Facts. And so this is the game where you try to get him going, get him developing, get him into his game. I feel like he's going to get into that Clippers game. He's going to see Kawhi, and they're just going to stand there and point at each other like the Spider-Man meme. Just get up out of there. But, yeah, man, I really think that if you're going to get him going, if you're going to get him acclimated to what he's going to see night in and night out, this is the game on Tuesday that you want to see him going in. Send your questions in the chat. We got one from Burn in the live already. Do y'all think the perception around the Bulls as a team has changed for the Bulls based on the increased effort level on the court and from all of the personnel changes they made up top? So you saying perception level around the league? I think the second you took out Garpax's knees, the perception probably changed.
I don't know when we get our Christmas game back.
We don't deserve it yet.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. when we get our Christmas game back, and you know what I'm saying, those type of games, when we start getting more primetime games, that's when you know. Right now,
what's gonna be the game? What's gonna be the game when we know? When we get that
with an opponent?
Clippers, yeah, not really. There's not a lot of history there unless you play them in the finals or something. We're a long way from that right now. What you think? Lakers Bulls? That Lakers Bulls not a bad one. Get a little historical matchup there. Right. D-Rose over Kobe for the float. Going back to the finals.
We used to get the Bulls used to get a Lakers fits low key. Still, like I said, we gotta handle business on this West Coast trip. Normally on this West Coast swing, we look to come out 500 or better, or one above 500.
Well, you want to be 500 on the road. You want to be 750 at home. Those are playoff team numbers, real talk. And so, like, when I look at a Bucks team that's 500 on the road, they dominant at the crib. Hey, what I'm gonna say about that? You know what I'm saying? I hope you get the number one seed. That's what you say about that. I hope you get the number one seed because it's going to be tough for you on the road.
Right. But like I said, the defense has to improve. The first team to really start improving their defense early will get a little further. Right now, it's a lot of shootouts, a lot of 150 to 148. It's a lot of that. 100 points in the third quarter. We have to stop. If we score 100, of course I'm with that. But allowing other teams to get up there with 120, 130 points, now we have to decrease that.
Before we get to Jonathan Washington's question here, and we're gonna get to it. Let me ask you this: are we playing to our level of competition? And it's early, but it's something that we've seen the Bulls do.
The competition is higher, though.
The better teams we've been kind of got our butts kicked by. But I say like the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors, we kind of played at their level. Dallas is to me a worse team than Golden State. We played at their level. Washington's the worst out of all of them. We played at their level. We've kind of fluctuated. We haven't been consistently something all the way through. Do you think that that's something that we've seen from this team, or is it just early and they're trying to figure stuff out?
Historically, like we've had the tendency to play down to our competition, so I could see that, but. Like I said, hopefully Billy is going to improve and break that streak. Right now, I'm laughing at Jay Crick because he just gave me a 97 stat. Zach, he said he just saw a stat that Zach's 29 in the first half is the most since MJ. Like, look, you know,
it is.
It's right. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Zach ride with the Bulls. That's what I'm saying, man. Come on.
Jonathan Washington, what is our prediction for the West Coast trip? So let's look at it. We got the Blazers, Kings, Lakers, Clippers. We got the Celtics. We got the Celtics at home. 2 for 4. What you got to get in the next 2?
Kings and Clippers is a possible. So I got 2 in a possible with the Spades game right now. It's 2 in a possible right now. I have 2 in a possible. Or maybe 1 of the possible. You look at Glenn, bro.
Mine don't say C Red in it.
No, hold on. My thing is the Clippers play down to their competition as well.
I'll agree with that.
So
that don't mean we're gonna win it.
But that's what makes it a possible.
Okay, so you got Blazers is a L.
Blazers is a L.
Kings is a W.
Kings is a dub.
Lakers
is a L.
Clippers
is a possible.
Okay, so we'll say maybe a dub. Then you got the Celtics, which it looks like that's going to be at the UC. That's a weird schedule. They come back home for 1, and then they go back out west. So
that Celtics game will tell me what they learned.
What
over
the
last
team
4
is.
games.
Yeah. And then you got the Thunder.
Thunder's a dub.
Okay, so you got them technically 3-2 because you don't know about the 1. Mavs again.
That's a dub. We got mind control over Debo.
And then you're back home after that. So that's the trip. So you saying the Bulls on this West Coast trip?
Maybe 3-4, 4-3.
No, bro, because you said it's a dub versus. Oh no, you didn't say it right. You said dub versus the Mavs.
Right.
Dub versus the Thunder.
Right.
Dub versus the Clippers.
That's the possible.
Dub versus the Kings.
Right.
So you got us 4-2 on that trip.
I'll take that. 4-2.
I would take it too, but I don't believe it.
Let's see. My wishful thinking is 4-2. Let's see.
I think really you could get a game versus the Blazers. I think the Blazers are gonna come out shooting. If you don't play no defense, it's gonna be trouble.
If the
Blazers, but I can see the Blazers. I can see you getting a game versus the Blazers
if they start off slow.
If they start off slow,
take advantage. I definitely.
So I ain't gonna put it down as a W though. But listen, if they come out of this trip 500, I'm happy.
Fact.
Real talk. If they come out of this trip 500, if they come out of this trip 1 game under 500, I'm happy. Because really, I mean, you're facing the Kings, Lakers, Clippers, Trailblazers, Thunder, and Mavericks. I think Thunder you can get. Clearly, we seen tonight you can beat the Mavericks. But if you have Luka, that's a very different team.
Yes, indeed.
And then I think you can get the Kings. So, and then you got Blazers, Lakers, Clippers, and so I said I think they could go 3-4. I think they can go 3-4 on the road trip, which I'm not mad at.
I hesitate on the Lakers, man. Hey, you don't know. I don't know what could happen. You know what I'm saying? LeBron might say they might send AD too. You never know. You know that type thing. No, AD is definitely getting in the game versus the Bulls. I definitely think he's gonna be in there. But
oh man, but Chicago's the Mecca. We appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all for joining me live. We will be back Tuesday night to call the Bulls versus Portland Trailblazers game. Hopefully, it is not a rout. Jay Chris said he got a party with you, man.
Thanks. Double shot.
To continue watching our Bulls content, make sure to check the links in the description below. Other than that, man, y'all stay safe out here, Chicago. AD, appreciate you for joining me for another live call.
Of course, go Bulls for you.
It's your boy Pat the Designer. back at it again. Y'all stay safe out